Hi guys, I'm Angelo from S2AS Sports, and today I'm going to run you through the new 2026 Bataleon Whatever Snowboard. Okay, so first things first, if you like our channel, please subscribe to it. If you've got any questions about this video, just pop them below. I do monitor them and we will answer them as well. Or you can just give us a ring in store. We've got a bricks and mortar store in Poole in the UK that you can pick up the phone, ask us any questions, and we can ship product out to you next day. So it's not a problem. So if you've got any questions, just remember to put them below or pick up the phone. We'll help you out as much as we can. I'm going to run you through this board today. Because I feel this is probably one of, if not the most underrated board from the Bataleon range. And I want to tell you why it's so good and why you should consider it for your next snowboard. So first up, who's it for? Well, the name says everything. I love this. So it's a story in its name in itself, okay? The board is called the Whatever. And that's exactly what it's for. Like, people ask me all the time, okay, so where's it best suited, Ange? Like, where does it ride? Is it on piste? Is it backcountry? Where is it? I'm like, whatever. It literally rides whatever. This board will ride the whole mountain with ease. That's the beauty of this board. The flex rating is really, really good. It sits bang in the middle at a 5 out of 10. So it's really forgiving and easy to ride, but at the same time responsive. So whether you're charging down for the last run of the day and you want to get that last lift up, or whether you're hooking it through the park just to mess around on some boxes, some rails, a kicker, whatever. The whole idea of this board is it does whatever. That's what I really, really like about it. Let me run you through some of the features of this board for 2026. So let's get the obvious out of the way first, right? The shape. You will see this is a directional shape board. The amount of people that come into my store and go, oh, I don't want a directional board, I like riding switch. You can ride these switch. It's not directional means you only have to ride it one way. That is not the case at all, okay? It just basically means when you ride 90% of your time with your front foot forward, this board is doing its utmost for you to help that. You can still ride it switch. So let's get that out the room from the offset, okay? As regards to camber, it's got a medium profile camber. So basically what that means, the camber runs from here to here, okay? And basically it puts an arc in the board. That gives the board responsiveness on the turn from toe to heel, pop, anything you need, the camber does all of that. That's the life of the board. Higher camber, okay, it means it's more aggressive and it offers more pop and stuff, but higher is not always better. The lower the camber, okay, the better it is in powder and the better it will perform at slower speeds. So you have to run and decide where you want to be in regards to the camber side of things. Medium camber suits 95% of snowboarders, 100%. So again, with the name Whatever, as you can imagine, medium profile camber is a good chance it's going to work for you. So definitely make sure you consider when you're buying your next snowboard what the camber is. The best feature in all Bataleon snowboards, 3BT or triple base technology with the added sidekick. Basically what 3BT does is it offers amazing amount of forgiveness and amazing amount of float in powder, okay? The best way to describe triple base technology is a complete game changer into the snowboard industry. The idea is it really makes the board forgiving and puts a smile on your face. So for example, even the simple stuff, toe side to hillside transition. So as you're on your toes on a normal snowboard, then you go flat, then you go heel. With triple base technology, the actual front of the board is like a spoon and the rear, okay? And the idea of that is basically to give you that really progressive toe to heel feel. So you ride round on your toe and then you roll to flat and then you roll to heel. That gives you a surfboard, endless wave type feel, puts a smile on your face, and it feels effortless. It's a lot less hard work on the body, should we say. In turn, that also helps with powder, as you can imagine. Because of the nose of the board is literally a triple base, so it's like this. You've got obviously the front of the board and then it's got like this. What that does is basically enables the nose to really lift in the powder. So that gives you more float, which in turn helps your back leg. We all love powder and we all smash it whenever it's there. The downside of it is, my God, does it kill your back leg after a while riding. Well, triple bass massively helps that, okay? By lifting the nose up massively out of the powder and stops the burn on the back leg. It won't eradicate it, but it will definitely help it. It will also help with the flow, obviously, from your toe to heel in powder. And the beauty about triple bass is because of all that uplift, in powder, it will actually ride 3 to 5 centimeters bigger. It will feel naturally bigger underfoot, which in turn gives you more float. Add to that the side kick, which is like here and here on the boards. That really enhances triple bass and gives a little bit more float again, and enables the snow to release out the side to really keep that nose up and makes it a lot more forgiving in powder. There's nothing worse than sinking your nose in powder and having to dig your way out. Well, with triple bass, that's a lot less likely to happen. You've probably heard the saying in Bataleon boards, oh, this board's got super tubes. Well, great, you know, the amount of people that come into store to me and go, oh, has this got super tubes? And you ask them, do you know what super tubes do, or do you know what they are? No idea. So basically what super tubes are is they're carbon cylinders, and they run through the board and they add lightness, but at the same time increase pop, massively increase pop, okay? And pop is not just about jumping, it's about response, okay? So when you're going from your toe side to heel side, how responsive the board is underfoot. Now, the position, okay, of super tubes really determines the type of board it is. So if it's a freestyle board, they'll be in different positions to a directional board, example, and stuff like that. So super tubes in this particular board run here. So they run along there and along there. And basically what it does is adds lightness to the board and greatly increases the pop, okay? So let's say you're gonna hit a kicker, or you're not gonna hit a kicker and you just wanna hop up onto a small wall or something, that's going to create a little bit of extra pop and tension in that just as you load that up, and when you release, bang, it will give you that pop. Super tubes really enhance that. Together with medium camber, it gives you the perfect recipe for response, both in the toe to heel side and also the pop out the board, so you can literally leave the snow. With a board called the Whatever, and it literally can ride whatever, you're gonna need good construction, right? This is important. You can't have a board like this that will ride everywhere so well that will not stand up to the damage that it's gonna get. It's not gonna stand up to the beating. Well, the Whatever will. The features it's got in it to make it strong is insane. Sidewalls, for example, that's a urethane sidewall. So the sidewall's made out of skateboard wheel material, 100% watertight and super strong. You hit it with a hammer, won't do no damage. You, for example, hit ABS sidewall with a hammer, which is plastic, it will shatter, or even worse, give a hairline crack that you can't even see. Eventually that hairline crack will take on water, run down the sides into the core, and the board will snap. So urethane sidewalls, not only is it waterproof and a really good construction, but it also enhances the flex of the board and also the dampening of the board. So when you're going fast over cruddy snow, you get a lot of like vibration underfoot. Well, urethane sidewalls really help to dampen that. And that does two things. It increases your confidence at speed, but it also lowers foot fatigue. And a lot of snowboarders get foot fatigue where they ride all day in their boot, and basically what's happening is there's loads of vibration underfoot constantly, and you get foot fatigue from that. So this won't eradicate it, but it definitely will help it and lower it for you. And that makes a massive difference, especially if you're going to be riding all day. So yeah, I mean, the sidewalls, urethane sidewalls in the Whatever, it's a massive factor. While we're talking about construction, the base is a Hyperglide S base, basically. It's a mixture between sintered and extruded base. Now, the idea is this: sintered base, what that happens with that stuff is it holds the wax twice as long as an extruded base. It's naturally quicker and has more acceleration, but it's softer, so it's easier to damage. And then extruded base is a lot more harder wearing, great for, let's say, let's hope you don't, but running over the hard stuff like the rocks, the sliders and stuff like that, hitting all the rails, but it doesn't hold the wax as long, but it's tougher. So the beauty of the Whatever, obviously because it can ride everywhere, you have a high-end base, which is called the Hyperglide S, that will hold the wax, will give good acceleration, but at the same time be tough and durable, so whatever you throw at it, it can withstand. With a name like the Whatever, and we've talked about this loads in this video, a tool that it can literally ride everywhere, you're going to need a package that will help that. So it's got 28 inserts. So your stance, okay, your distance between your feet can be whatever you wish. There's loads of options there, okay? But what I really like is these two extra ones here. I don't know if you see them. So basically what they are is they're called back seat inserts. So let's say it's a really good powder day. We got up in the morning, like we look out the window and it is dumped, okay? So like, we need to hit the powder. Forget the slope, we're gonna go back country, right? So I would unmount my binding, my front binding, and I would drop it back there. Obviously move the back one with it as well. I would drop it back there, keep my stance whips. That back seat binding will give me loads more nose. And by giving me loads more nose, that really enhances the lift at the front. So again, it's going to be great for my back leg and give me amazing float in the powder and just put a huge smile on my face all day. So back seat inserts on the Whatever for 2026, win. Last thing I want to talk about on the Whatever, and it is only a graphical thing, but it's important because I do get the question all the time. Bases. So this obviously is the base of the Whatever. Now this is called a flip-flop base. So that means you may not get, okay, you may not get this particular color variation in the base when you buy this board. It will be flip-flop. So for example, where you see all this purple, on the next model, for example, could be black here and then purple here in the word Bataleon. It's called a flip-flop. And the reason they do that is literally just to save waste. Because as you can imagine, this is a full black sheet here and then a full purple sheet. And these bits are cut out, okay? On the next board they make, obviously they don't want to throw that black away that they've cut out from here. So they put it on the next one and then the purple bit that they threw away, or didn't throw away, will go on that base as well. So it's basically called a flip-flop base. So if you're unsure or you really want to specify what base you want, it cannot be guaranteed, but you can give us a ring in store and you can say, I want the one that says Bataleon in black, or I want the one that says Bataleon in purple, and we can have a look and see if we've got it in your size in that particular base color and see if we can help you out. But flip-flop base, a lot of people don't really understand what it is, and they receive their product and they're like, well, that isn't the one that I wanted. So now you know, flip-flop base, literally just to save waste. Sizes. So what size does the Whatever come in? Okay, we've decided who it's suited for. Literally any snowboarder can jump on this and will have a whale of a time, and it will put a smile on your face. As regards to size, it comes in a massive range of sizes because it's such a popular board. It comes in a 138, a 144, a 148, a 151, a 154, a 156 wide, 10.5, 11 UK and above, obviously feet wise, 157, a 159 wide and a 162 wide. Massive amount of sizes. If you're unsure on what size you think you need, put the comments below or give us a call. Pick up the phone to us. We've got a store in the UK. We'll answer the phone. We can push you through and just let you help you make that decision to get the correct size, whether you need a wide or whether you don't need a wide. But we're here to help. So just give us a call or go online at S2AS.com, where obviously we sell all the products that we test and ride and talk about here today. So any questions, please let us know. Remember to like and subscribe, please, as much as you can. The more input I get from you guys, the more these videos I'm going to do. I really appreciate your time and watching the video. Like I said, any questions, drop them below. My name's Angelo from S2AS Sports, and thank you very much for watching.